Hello everyone, welcome to this lesson. My name is Grant from Grant Corporation. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to answer this NECO 2015 data processing question. Remember, you can also see questions like this in computer study. The question says, use Microsoft Excel to prepare the table below. It's supposed to be the table below and answer the question under it. Okay. So we are going to prepare this table using Microsoft Excel, not Microsoft Word. Remember, you can do this with Microsoft Word, but the instructions say use Microsoft Excel. So without having to say much about this, let's just dive into it. Go ahead and launch Microsoft Excel on your system, and I'll just click on Start and locate Microsoft Excel 2007. Okay, so the next time I'm going to prepare this table. The first field here is serial number. The next one is item. Next is price. Next is I have quantity supplied. Okay, next is and before I go ahead and add this one, I want to add this one under it first. Okay, I want to add this one, so I will come under this one. I will type Mr. Okay, I think that is the next one. Yes, then Mrs. Bosse. Mr. KK. Alright, then I will go back to the first row, which I feed here, and I will enter the total quantity supplied. Total quantity supplied here, not on this place, please, not here. I will now type it on this column G. I have a total quantity supplied. Okay. Then next I have average. So I will just put it on column H, average. Okay. So I will want to adjust my table so that they can fit in, make it look more professional. Just adjust this. I'll adjust this one. The quantity supplied. Okay, so next thing you see this line dividing this Mrs. Bosse and Mr. Okeke. The same thing with this line. I will want to merge this together. Since they are on the same group, so I will merge this and these three cells. That is column D, E, and F. I will merge them together. For me to do that, I'll click on column D, then hold my shift button and right arrow key to select it. Or you can use your mouse, just click here and drag to this point. Then I'll click on this function here, and I'll click merge cell. I'll click on this merge across. Okay, there I have it. So I now have something like this. Okay, so the next thing for me to do is to add the data. So I'll come to this place. I'll add the first item on the list, which is bag. I'll just pause this video, then go ahead and add the data. I'll come back when I'm through adding those data. Okay, I've added the data. So I'll just arrange my table. Bring this one a little bit back. Get this one back to this point, and I think we are good like this. So let's look at our tasks. What are we to do? The first thing for us to do is they said use the table to calculate total quantity supplied. So I'll go back to Excel. So this place we are going to calculate total quantity supply. By now we should know how to do this in Excel, but I'll just show us how to do it. So here I'll just type on display total quantity is this one plus this one plus this one plus this one. So I'll just click here, type my equal sign, then I'll go to the uh, sum, type equal sign, type sum. So I want to sum this and this. So click on it and drag to the right hand side. Now I'm done. I press my control key and press enter. Control key and press enter at the same time. Okay. So I'll do the same thing for this one. Sum. Alright, but I wouldn't want to remember you're supposed to answer this question in less than 30 minutes, or at most 30 minutes. Okay, because you have so many questions to answer. So if you go beyond 30 minutes on this question, it is at your own detriment. Alright, so if you keep on doing this for each record, you're wasting your time. So another way you can do that is to just do for one, write the formula only for the first record, then copy and paste it for the rest of the record. How do you copy it? I will just you take your mouse pointer to the bottom of this rectangle, take your mouse pointer there, then click and drag down to the end of the record. Excel have automatically calculated the total quantity supplied by each person here. Let's look at the next task. Calculate average of quantity supplied. So go back to Excel. I'll come here, I'll type equals, type average, then we'll want to compute the average of this, and then this. Press enter. We'll do the same thing, we'll copy the formula and paste. There we are, that is the average for each of these items here. That is next task. Create rows and columns to calculate total quantity of items supplied by each person. Look at it. If you go back to Excel, it seems we are supposed to create columns and rows to calculate total number of quantity supplied by each person. That is total quantity supplied. That means we need to calculate the total quantity supplied by each person here. As you can see, if you observe very well, you see we already have column for total quantity supplied. So what we need to do is to create rows for total quantity supplied. So we'll just come and call total quantity supplied. Alright, I can just expand that a little bit. Then Mr. OK, the total quantity, Mr. OK supplied 20 bags of I have 20 bags of rice. I have 15. I have 20 bags. This one is a juice 15, and Maggi 70, and so on. So if we want to calculate the total quantity supplied by this person, what we need to do is to come click on this and type our equal sign and click on sum. Type sum, click on it, then add from here to here and press Ctrl Enter. Okay, we'll do the same thing for Mrs. Bosse. Click here, type sum, click from here to here, enter. The same thing here, type equal sign, sum, click from here to here, press enter. Okay, so that is that for that task. So we're through with task 3. So we'll go to task 4. Use the table to generate histogram of total quantity supply against average. If I go back to Excel, we will need to create a histogram. I'll show you. There are two ways you can do this. I'll show you the two methods of creating this histogram. First, let's look at the first method. You need to click somewhere outside. You click on any cell that is not included in the data. Not here, not here. Outside the set of data on any of the cells. I'll click here. Then go to Insert. Select this column. Then select the first one as a 3D column. Select the first one. I will adjust this and I'll bring it down a little bit. Then I'll scroll down to see everything. Then the next thing I need to do is I'll click outside the chart, the graph, then click once on the graph, right click, then go to select data. So on our y-axis, that is the vertical axis, the y-axis, we want the average set of data to be on that axis. So I'll click on this place, I'll click on this chart data range and delete whatever thing that is there. Then I'll come and select my average column like this. Okay, then if I okay this, let's just see how our chart look like. See, this is what we have, but we want this to say we should plot the chart. So we should plot a histogram of total quantity supplied against average, total quantity supplied against average. So we'll come back to this place, this total quantity supply against average. So this place is supposed to be the y-axis is going to contain the total quantity supply, while the x-axis will contain the average. So I will click once on my chart, right click, select data. So this place, this I will delete it. It's supposed to contain it's supposed to be the total quantity supply on the y-axis. Okay, I'll click OK. Let's see how it looks. Okay, then the x-axis will be the average. So I will right click on the chart again, go to select data, then I will click on this edit. Okay, so the x-axis, click on this edit, then I'll select the average, then I'll OK it, and I'll click OK. This is what we have as our histogram. You see this data, this series, we don't need it, so I'll just delete it. Okay, see how our data is being arranged. So we want to format this histogram a little bit. I can make it bigger if I want. To format the histogram a little bit. Or how do we do that? First, I want to remove these gaps, because in histogram, a histogram looks like this. This is what a histogram looks like. There is no gap in between them. See, the parts are joined together. So I will want to remove this gap on this histogram. First, I will click once on the chart, then I click on the bar, then right click and select format data series. If I select format data series, then I will click on this series option, then I will reduce this line, this no gap, I'll make it 0, that's 0, and click OK right there. This is our histogram. Okay, so that is just I just see how to plot a histogram with that set of data. Let's look at the next task. The next task is write the formula for the maximum value of total quantity supplied. For the maximum value of total quantity supplied. So if we look at this maximum value, who has the highest value of total quantity supplied? Look at that. So with your scanning, you just find out to determine that this person is the highest person. But the problem is that we want to, in Excel, there's a function that you use in doing this in Excel. And besides, what if there are 1000 record? How do you find out the maximum? So you might spend 1 hour looking for the highest value. So in Excel, there is a function that you use to find the maximum value among this set of data. So if you are to write that formula, like this formula, the question says write the formula for the maximum value. If you are to write that formula then in Excel, in Microsoft Word, for example, I think you should know how to do this in Microsoft Word. Assuming we are writing the formula in Microsoft Word, in Excel, if we go back to Excel, and if we want the maximum value to display on this cell, if we want the maximum value here to display on this cell, it is this cell. We'll click on this and start writing the formula there. So we could have write something like this in Microsoft Word, that cell I3, because that's the name of the cell I3. Okay, let's go back to that to Excel. That is cell I3. So we will just come and write say I3 is equals to, we'll type maximum, open bracket, then the range of data, the set of data that we want to find the highest is from here to here. So this is a G3 and this is a G12. So we are going to write it like this. We want the maximum from G3, then put a colon to G12. Close the brackets. Close the bracket. So this is the formula. Alright, this is the answer to this question. Write the formula for the maximum value of total quantity supply. If we type this out in Excel, it will work perfectly well. Let's go back to Excel and type it out. So if we go to Excel and then type equals. Alright, so since we are on say I3, we won't type I3, we'll just type the equals. We have a maximum G3. Instead of selecting, I'll just type it out. My colon to G12. There we have it. So Excel has automatically scanned through this set of data and fetch out the highest value there for us, which is 283. If we go back to this one, which is what we have here, right? So on say I3, you just type this formula there, you get the maximum value of that set of data. So I think that will be all for this start. This set of in the next question, that's section B, says state precaution taken when performing this task. This one you just type it out in Microsoft, or just type what you did, such as you are saving your data every 5 minutes to 2 minutes, so that you don't, in order to still keep your data when power is lost and all those stuff. Those are the precautions. Then you tell them what is a cell. Of course, this this is a cell. Each of this is a cell. But how do you define it? Just say it's a intersection between columns and rows. So intersection between this and this makes up a cell. Okay, and that is just it. Remember, this question you have to answer each question in less than 30 minutes, maximum 30 minutes. Don't forget that. Okay, I think that is all for this lesson, and I will see you soon. Don't forget to, if you have any question or comment, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, or you log on to my site. I have a www.softgrants.ds.am. Okay, log on to my site for more information. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.